what's happening. That thing's on. That thing's on. 4 dudes, 3 dads, and a single guy trying to get through life. This is the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 65. I am your host, Drew. These are your other hosts, Rich and Zach. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the 4th leg to this horse we're on, producer Blue. We are your Fully Lacking squad. What's up, boys?
What's up, dog?
We have not done this already.
Nope.
We haven't done it 2 times prior to this, and we definitely didn't do it a day or 2 ago. First time. How's it look? Does everybody like this? Viewers, did you guys like the new intro? I hope you did. Don't be weird if you didn't, right? I liked it.
There's no way they can't compared.
I mean, compared to not having an intro.
Compared to that, I mean,
yeah, it's pretty good.
An intro is better than not having one for sure.
But look,
and we're a horse now. Let's go.
We're a horse.
We're
a couple thoroughbreds.
Come on.
Is that how you say it? What is equestrian? Are the big ones? What the hell?
Equestrian.
What is an equestrian? Does anybody know?
Equestrian is
Wrongfacts.
Wrongfacts.com.
Equestrian is our horses, like equestrian sports. Like
It's a horse sport?
yeah, like equestrian.
Yo, Blue couldn't spell it, so he talked
He
it
said
in.
equestrian.
Hey, nobody knows that. Y'all don't know that. I spelled that. I got a degree.
Yo.
I got a degree. I don't care.
So an equestrian is just a horse sport?
Like equestrian means horse. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like
So equestrian refers to a person who is skilled in riding horses or related to the art of horseback riding.
yeah, that's what I meant.
No, we
All right,
are the
so
horse.
We are the horse
Come
that
on.
people ride.
We are the horse.
We are the horse.
We are. The
What's your theme
man.
song?
My theme
We
song.
are Charlie. Anyways, so anyways, before we dive into it, go follow us on all the socials. Our subs are getting up. We appreciate the follows, the likes, the comments, subscribes, all that stuff. I'll get into it at the end of the show.
Let's go.
But like we do it at the beginning of every episode. Gentlemen, what time is it? Story of the day. Producer Blue, what is the story of the day? Talk to us, Papa. What you got?
Got you. So on May 1st, 2026, in Armenia, a donkey was released as a prank against everybody else, but the donkey was painted as a zebra. So everybody thought it was a zebra. They called their zoo, and the zookeepers had to check their enclosures. And once they figured out all of the zebras were inside, they were like, that's a donkey, dog.
That's a small zebra. Yeah.
So I'm just guessing this. I haven't learned this before. Why do they call donkeys jackasses?
Because they're
stubborn.
Yeah, they're difficult to
But
deal
is that
with.
real?
Wrong facts.
Wait, they're like
It
what?
is.
What about it? Oh, they're being stubborn.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, like,
absolutely.
Like stubborn in the sense of like what? Like
They won't take.
they won't
direction
take
by
the trash
people.
out.
They don't.
Like
Yeah.
Because
they also
remember,
are really shitty
because they're
roommates.
smart.
they're horrible spouses.
Terrible spouses.
You said what, Blue?
Oh, because they're really smart. And I forgot. I was about to say it was.
So you think the donkey was in on the game? You
Yeah,
know, you think he was in on it?
No, but you're saying that because they're intelligent, they don't want to take direction. Like,
Exactly.
oh, wow.
That's exactly what I was going for.
They're like
Yeah.
so. Like, they're so smart that like they don't care.
What do you call that? What kind of human is that?
What kind of human?
Blue.
is
Yeah,
that?
it's a personality trait.
Blue.
Stubborn.
I don't.
It's a personality type when people think they're too smart. Arrogant? No.
Arrogance, yeah. I mean,
Arrogance
when
is one,
you're-
but there's another one. It's another. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Like, does
matter.
anything
We just
matter
give it
anymore?
up.
You know what I mean? So it was an Armenian.
Armenian donkey.
Was the donkey
Ooh.
Armenian?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Wait,
How do we know? He's from a zoo.
donkeys have nationalities?
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was saying.
Wait,
It was an Armenian
has anybody
donkey.
ever looked into this? Dude, this is wrong facts all day. Blue, find out if animals have nationalities
Do
or
animals?
races.
I know. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
Can a zebra have a race?
Especially, I feel like especially things like animals like horses.
Are we stupid?
Are zebras white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
Oh,
Dude.
dude, I hope we don't get canceled for this one. But I don't know.
Did you hear that?
All right, so animals do not have nationality, which is a legal concept restricted to human citizenship.
That makes sense.
Sounds like something we would do.
That sounds like because
Yeah.
you can't get like a chimp a passport or like a donkey a passport or
'Cause
you know,
they're black.
whatever.
And
Huh? Blue likes to listen. This pod has a vendetta against me.
Yo,
This pod has a vendetta.
Anthony is rolling in his grave
personally
somewhere. Well, he's not dead,
me.
but Anthony's very upset with the things we're not cutting out anymore. The donkey story is crazy. I felt like a donkey recently because like you guys heard on the last episode, my grandpa passed away. I went to Vegas, but I never talked about how I got there. And no, I didn't drive. And no,
You went on a donkey?
no
donkey.
no burro. I flew. My arms were tired when I got. I'm sorry. I flew on an airplane. you know how old guys are like, I just flew in. Arms are exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
What's up? I thought I could do that. Guess I'm not old enough yet.
No.
I flew on Southwest, right? And I've always liked Southwest. They've changed a lot. So I get to the front desk, and my boarding ended with. By the time I got there, my boarding was done in 15 minutes. Like I only had 15 minutes to check my bag, get through security, and get to my gate. 15 minutes, and then boarding's done. That was it. So I go out to check my bag, and the guy, I think his name was Alex, honestly, the nicest, oldest man I've ever met in my entire life. And he's like, "You're a flyer of size." I was like,
That was nice.
I was like, "Thanks, man."
A flyer of size.
I don't know why I thought it was a compliment, dude.
You said thanks?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, thanks, Alex. That was
Nice.
sweet." I was like, "Thanks, man." He's like, No, that's not. I meant you're large and will probably obstruct the armrest." And I was like, "Fuck."
That's fucked up.
so
That's what flyer of fucking size
So then
means,
that's when it
Alex?
hit you. So that's when it hit
Yeah,
you
and I
like,
was like,
oh, you're talking
oh.
about my size.
Oh, like I'm large and in charge. Yeah. Everybody that watches my podcast knows because they put it in the comments. Okay. I was like, dang, I was like, oh, because I still didn't know why the fuck he was saying that. So I was like, so I only have like 10 minutes to get to my gate. He's like, don't worry about it. What's up? What do you mean? He's like, we're going to move your flight. And I was like, oh. He's like, it's a direct flight. You'll get there earlier. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. He's like, but flyer of size passengers, they have to buy another seat. And I was like right now. Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, if you obstruct the armrest, you have to pay for the seat that you're obstructing.
Damn.
And I was like, well, thank you, Blue.
So how much was the second seat?
Well, so there's different tiers. Will you pull up the different tiers of Southwest Airlines? And I will tell you right now. Because there's different tiers. It obviously starts with the most economical, fiscally affordable one.
Right.
And then it goes up, and up. So what are the tiers? Tiers for what? Southwest Airlines.
Seating.
TIERS.
Yeah, not Tears for Fears.
Or TEIRS.
No, you were
TIER?
TIERS.
Okay. You saw TEARS. It's all woman cries on Southwest flight.
So it seems that there is just basic to choice extra.
Oh,
Okay.
choice extra
Yeah,
is
so
the-
choice
were
extra
you
is like
choice-
the first class.
Were you?
But I was choice extra.
Oh.
It just says premium extra leg room.
So they have new seats in that. But anyways, so I bought a choice extra. I bought a very expensive ticket. It was like $800. And the reason I bought it was because I didn't know when I was going to change my return flight and I didn't want to have to pay for change fees, right? So I was like, cool, can I get a getaway fare? And he's like, no, you have to match your booking class.
No.
And I was like, all right. So my flight to Vegas, there and back, was $1,600.
Wow.
And it's because I was fat, dude. Listen, a lot of people know that. Definitely the guys in this room know. You can laugh at that. It's fine. Boo laughed so quiet. He's all. All right. That's a little. All right, brother. Sending that.
Nah, you added on to my laughter with that joke. That's what happened.
But hold on, my head got all messed up. But
That's enough, Blue.
yes. Hey, lock that shit up. But so this is. I'm obviously a bigger dude. All you fools know that I've been losing weight. Everybody knows that I'm much less fat. And I mean, that's saying a lot because I'm still fat.
Hey.
But like that guy didn't know, right? Thank you for clapping for me. You laughed a lot louder, but that's fine.
But that's
That guy didn't know, right? And so while we're talking, Alex constantly keeps glancing to the left. He's like, and I was like, what? And so I was like, is this fool warning me? And then I look, there's a big boy, like 3 or 4 counters down. And I was like, bro, don't do that to me. Like, what? Look, he's doing it too. It's okay. Like, no, bro. And that fool was going through it. Like, I don't know if.
Well, not everybody can just afford to.
Well, that's what I was talking to Lisa about. I was like, I'm so blessed, bro. Like, I was able.
Yeah.
I had the ability to just say, okay, well, here's the card, whatever.
No doubt.
And it wasn't whatever. I'm not. But I mean, I have.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
And I think that guy was panicked. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
And I was on. I just there's times that being fat. There's
Anything from the peanut gallery?
There's times that being fat has it truly awakens me. Like, I'm like, oh shit.
Like, it's costing you?
Yeah, dude. It like, cause I'm still pretty agile. Like, I still get around and I could do stuff but like, I thought you were looking at me. When I said agile, his head popped out. I was like, the fuck's that mean? We'll race right
I'm
now.
looking
You'll
to make
win.
sure that y'all look
But
good on
I'll
the
get
screen.
off.
I'll race.
I'll get off. But no, like, I'm still agile and I can still do things with my kid. Like, earlier I was fixing my truck. Like, I could still do stuff, right? But there's certain things, like at Disney, can't ride certain rides. And like, and I'm just like, ugh. And so like, by the end of the year, I will be in the 200s for sure. Everybody hold me accountable to that. Oh, yeah. I will definitely be in the 200s for sure. Because and I'm never going to be a small guy. I'm never going to be like a body shape like Zach or like Richie or even Blue. I'm always going to be a bigger dude, right? But that sucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went on like line to like, while I was waiting for my direct flight, because it was a better flight for sure. I was like, I wonder if there's like forums about it. Cause there's so many people trying to start up class actions like for discrimination. And I was like, all right, right? Like discrimination. Like I have a lot of friends who have been discriminated against because of like the pigment of their skin or like their homeland where they come from. Because you're fat, cause like I did this, right? Like I don't have like a thyroid problem. Like I'm fat.
But what if someone did have a medical issue? Can they present a medical?
Correct.
Okay.
And so the other thing I found out
Yeah.
that I was talking to the flight attendant. Also, they're not called stewardess anymore. I heard some dickhead calling stewardess. I was like, hey, fuck.
What is
That's
it,
a
1953?
I know. I was like, the fuck, dude.
Give me an old fashioned.
I was sitting in my chair on the way back in my seat on the way back, and it was kind of like an empty flight. And I was telling the lady about what had happened at the counter, and she's like, "Oh, I know Alex or Alejandro, I think that was his name." And she was like, "He's such a sweetheart." She's like, "Did he tell you about like the refund?" And I was like, "He did not." She goes, "Well, if the flights aren't full," and like she looks around, she's like, "You're good. You can request a refund." Because the only reason they created this policy is because when there were full flights, they would have to kick somebody off, and that was a paying client, and they were having to issue credits and like courtesies or pay for hotels. Because I guess at the time it was like an ADA thing.
Oh, and you know what? They can't kick you off because then that would be discrimination.
Correct.
Oh,
And so
they kick off.
There's an option to get, and I tried. I got with them and American Express to see if they can refund the card. And so, I mean, if they do, I'm very excited. If they can't, that sucks, right? But
we'll get them next year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You're gonna show up and be like, "Hey,
charge me now,
regular."
Alejandro. He'd be like, flyer size, what? You know what I mean? The same sad guys down there. I'm like,
oh, they said if you obstruct the
which is also.
It's kind of a debatable.
You guys have been on a fucking Southwest flight. Those seats are tiny, regardless.
Even right? That's debatable.
It's a tough one.
If a dude man spreads like in regular,
I learned what that meant. I learned what man spread means. I thought at first it was like a type of sandwich, something. Like somebody would say man spreading, and I was like,
"Can I get the man spread?"
I was like, "Is that like manwich?"
The guy's like, "Yeah, I'll get you your man spread."
Yeah, I'll get
Don't
you.
worry about that.
I didn't know it was like a physical action.
He's been trying to order it at Subway each time.
Well, some guys are assholes, and they'll like sit on a Subway or something. They take up like 3 seats because there's like,
that's man spreading.
Like, oh yeah, like you're purposefully doing it like to take up more space.
I would never do that.
No,
I unintentionally take up space,
like
because I'm fat. All right, he's good. He's good. But yeah, no, that was my Southwest story. Southwest is dope, bro. This is not a paid partnership, but if you use discount code, no, I'm just playing.
If you use discount code,
yeah, dude. If you use code Fully Lacking, you'll get 0% off.
Yeah,
It's great.
it's a great deal.
But you had a wild story. You had a wild dream.
Oh yeah.
So I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
get through that story.
Yeah, let's talk.
So
about
what
that.
was it?
So yeah, this wild dream, and we bring this up now just because of how like life changing this dream was. It was insane. But so I had fallen asleep, and in walks a person, and when they walk in, they sit down in front of me, and it's a guy, and I've never seen him before. I know I never have. So yeah, then he sits down, and he's like, "I need your help," and I was looking at him, and I'm like, I know I don't know him, so he says, "I need your help." So I'm thinking to myself like, okay. And I hand him a DVD case. I don't know why. It's just because I collect DVDs. I guess it was in my dream. And he pulls out a Sharpie and he writes his name on the DVD case. And then he hands it back to me. And I bring the DVD case up to my face, and it says Brian Hooks. And I looked at him and I said, okay. And he stands up and he like gives me like a little nod, and then he just walks away. And then in walks this woman, and I didn't get a chance to look at her face. It was like a silhouette of her face and like her hair. And I said, "Now, who are you?" And then I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I grabbed my phone. I didn't want to forget his name, so I wrote down Brian Hooks. And then I fell back asleep. And then I woke up in the morning, and I pick up my phone, and I look at the messages, and I wrote Brian Hooks. And then I Google the name Brian Hooks. And in pops up on my screen is missing from 1993 is Brian Hooks from South Carolina. And I had never heard of him, seen him, never seen the story. He's never been on TV. He's never been on the radio. It was just a random encounter with, what I believe is I entered into a state where a spirit or someone's spirit came in as like a door, like I opened it like a door. Do you know what I mean?
It was the way you fell asleep, I'm telling you.
Like it might have been.
Do you think it was how you were?
It might have
played
been.
down.
No, I'm serious. You fall into that. I mean,
Yeah.
You could wrong fax it about lucid dreaming,
about lucid,
and
yeah.
you fall into it, and you're aware of it. That's what I'm saying. You were aware
Yeah.
of something, like you said.
For
You
sure.
knew you were in a dream.
Right, I did know that I was in a right. Like
But you knew it was also important. You knew
Yes.
it was relevant
100%.
to wake up and write it down. Because I've had many dreams. We've all had dreams, right? But I don't just wake up and write down what I just dreamt,
Yeah.
you know? Even if it was some random name, whatever, what have you not. So I feel like you were somehow subconsciously
Aware.
You were aware, yes.
Yeah.
But you were in.
And it felt like it too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Rich. I gotta stop you because I gotta let you know that you are correct to say that the way you sleep significantly affects the likelihood of having a lucid dream.
Let's see that.
Yeah. So I think that
Is there any type of like examples,
And you fall into it. You actually feel your body fall into a
like
lucid dream.
pictures, like diagrams? Because if not, we could take a picture of Zach's form and submit that to Google.
You had to know it was relevant to write down Brian Hooks, like
Yeah.
So in your dream, you knew that was
for sure.
You were aware of that
Because what it almost felt like when I was laying there was that it like faded in almost. It's almost like everything kind of melted away, and then it became like that white hospital fluorescent setting.
But why? Is that like a normal lucid dream like scene?
I don't know, because I've had like other types of experiences where I've had something paranormal happen, but nothing like where I have personally been into it like that.
Mine's never been asleep. Mine's always been
Yeah.
awake.
I've had awake experiences
Yeah,
as well.
like I like. Well, hold on.
Hold hands.
Yeah.
Hold hands. Hold hands.
What did you do with that information when you searched it? Like what, after you found him, like did you do something?
Yeah, so then I went onto Facebook and I typed in, and I Googled his name. It brought up a Facebook profile and it said, "The search for Brian Hooks." And I clicked on it and it's his sister that's from childhood, from the 90s, that runs this Facebook page to find him. And he's been missing since 1993, and she is still posting all the time about him.
Wow.
How old did that make him?
And he was 22 when it happened, when he went missing. And so now
That's
he's projected.
34 years?
Yeah, and so he'd be like 56.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I messaged her and I told her what happened. And I told her the energy that I felt. And, I told her that it was a welcoming energy. I did not feel afraid.
Yeah.
And I think that would hold. I think someone might wake up if they were afraid of whatever was going on. But I almost like told myself to not be. Like I remember like when it was happening, I was like, this is kind of weird, but let's see where it goes. So I didn't feel threatened at all. And so then I messaged her and I said, hey, here's what happened. And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And it was, I was glad I could tell her that.
Yeah.
It felt like I maybe provided something to her that was comforting. And so that was
you're like a medium.
A medium? I don't know if I entered into that, but I have had an experience with a medium before where he found my wallet.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, he described my entire room and he told me that my wallet was underneath.
Why are you laughing? What did I say?
That was an awkward just pause. You was like whenever,
said, okay.
Okay. And then it was just nothing.
Well, I thought you were gonna keep going.
Yeah. So
my bad.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the medium experience that I had was a medium telling me where my lost wallet was in my room. He told me it was underneath my dresser in my room, and he described my room in my house. And he had no idea I was going to be there that day. And I went home after I saw the medium. I went to the dresser, and underneath that dresser was my wallet. And I did not know him. He did not know me. He did not know I was going to be there. He did not know my house. How could he know that?
Yeah, that's wild.
And
imagine if it was a large. Get it, medium? No? All right.
Bro.
I laughed harder at his sleeping pose.
No, dude, his sleeping pose, guys, I'm gonna leave some of that Braveheart in.
You have to.
His sleep, bro. That was.
that.
But you know what's nuts is like when I was a kid, I took a lot of medication, and like Ritalin was hard narcotics. Like it wasn't like, okay, here you go to make your tummy feel good. No, dude, that was wild.
You're popping them things,
bro. Popping them Johns, and I should have realized that was too much. Like I was taking like
You were a child.
3 separate doses.
You were a child.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way you could have known that.
Well, my son's a very self-aware young man.
He's like, listen,
He's
buddy.
like, did you check the expiration on that? That's probably from me, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was on this stuff when I was a young kid, like I couldn't sleep. I was like what's that word? The epitome of something that's always up.
Oh,
Insomniac.
Insomniac.
Yeah, I mean insomnia. I would get 3 to 4 hours of sleep a week, maybe. Like I don't even remember, right? And there was nights where like I would see my door open, someone would walk in, they'd go to my closet, they'd like and then they'd close the closet.
Hell no.
Bro,
Hell
to
no.
the point that like I would tell my mom and dad in such like descriptive nature that my mom eventually called in a priest to bless me in my house.
Have like an exorcism over.
And I was like, well, hold on. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't like, they weren't like scary, but I mean, it was
You're
scary.
like, maybe if you stop feeding me 9 Ritalin
Yeah,
a day,
I was like, these 40 milligram Ritalin pills 3 times a day are
She's like,
probably
surely
doing
it's
it.
not the
yeah.
Ritalin. Surely
But I
that's
remember,
not the
I
problem.
would tell Lisa this, and Lisa, we were looking at houses when we lived in Rio Rancho, and I wanted a house with a kitchen that opened up to the living room. I wanted a big living room, a nice backyard. She wanted stuff in there too. Primary on the bottom, rooms upstairs. That's what we wanted. And we found it. But I remember when we got there, we pulled into the driveway, Lisa was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God. It was a feeling, right? You get this feeling. We go in the house, everything we wanted, down to I think like the pot filler on the stove. I had a pot filler, it was dope. And Lisa's like, I love it, this is it. And I was like, I don't know, I don't like it. And I eventually, like, I was like, I'm telling you, something's wrong. And she's like, no, you're just nervous. And I was like, and I screamed out, I was like, is something wrong? Is there something in this house? And all the doors upstairs slammed all at once. And it was just me and her in the crib. And she will attest to this. That shit was wild, cuz.
Out.
And it's happened to me. This has happened so many times in my life. But I think it's because you are so comfortable to be around. I mean, Richie, this fool is comfortable to be around.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
You have like a very like accepting of energy. Like that's who you are. You're like an empath, right? And so I think that that's probably why you've experienced those kind of things in your life.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. But that's very nice.
Well, you're welcome.
Another experience that I had when I was a kid. I was upstairs in my grandma's house and I was playing GameCube. I remember so specifically. I had my
GameCube was
GameCube
wild.
hooked up to her TV.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I'm playing the game and I knew that it was just me upstairs. And I felt a hand on my shoulder. And I look and there's no one there. And I levitated. I levitated down the stairs. I ran so fast, dude. It was terrifying.
For a second, I thought you said you actually levitate. And I was like, oh, you possessed.
Blue's like, we gotta get out of here.
And I'm like, whoa.
Like, nah, that don't leave you, cuz. We gotta go. We all about to be levitated.
Yeah, no.
That's wild.
Yeah. That was really, really
that's
scary.
crazy.
Feeling a hand on my shoulder like that. I thought it was my grandma. I turned around and nobody.
That ain't Granny.
No,
That ain't granny.
That ain't Granny. I'll tell you that.
Dude, I think that, and we should talk more about stuff like this because I have some stories.
Oh yeah, we can.
That would be cool.
spooky hour.
Yeah,
We can
like
have
a
spooky hour.
spooky season.
Can
yeah,
we
that'd be
not
cool.
invite the devil into this place?
No, we will not. Of course not. Yeah, we're not going to
chilling,
call
dog.
anything by name. But, you know, I will talk about something else. And I mean, it does have to do with one hand. That hand is usually gloved up. It's Michael Jackson. Yeah, my transitions aren't the best. Right? But I did watch the Michael movie. Other than maybe it's like a thing.
Nah,
You
there's a
think it's
whole
like a-
No, there's a whole like 5 minutes of every single Michael Jackson song of every time he breathes.
Why are you so good at it?
Well, because I literally had to listen to it to put it into a song
so
for
funny.
me. So it was a funny experience for me.
That dude.
Do it again.
No.
That dude loved breathing into the mic. If there's
Yes.
one thing he loved, it.
Same.
Honestly, if I find the video, I'm just gonna play it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna try to find the video.
But I watched the movie.
Yeah.
You guys still haven't watched it.
No,
Not yet.
don't ruin it at all.
Blueski, you watched it.
I
So
bet you
Absolutely.
watched it twice, huh?
I did watch it twice. How'd you know? Oh yeah.
No.
I mean, how did you know? Oh wow. I did watch the Michael movie twice. I will tell you, spoiler alert, he doesn't make it.
Really?
dang it.
I mean, he doesn't die in that movie though.
I was
which
like,
is
what do
wild.
you mean?
He's like, wait, what's up? He died?
I was like, that man
He's
did
like,
not
what?
die in the
He's
movie.
like, what Michael movie did you watch? No, the movie is great. I've always been a Michael Jackson fan. I'll say this so I'm blue in the face. His artistic period, his art, he's a one of one. He is the best artist there's ever been in the entire world. And if you don't agree, sprain your ankles simultaneously. I don't care. I think though that movie was a lot more digestible than the. Is that the right word? Yeah.
I think so. That's where you're going with that. Yeah.
Consumable?
Yeah, there you
Ingestible?
go. No.
It doesn't matter. That movie was a lot easier to take in than the original one. The original one was a little. It still wasn't even as bad as what Joe Jackson actually did to those kids, right? I have a couple takes. Blue has a very.
I thought that was blue. That scared the shit out of me.
Was that you? Is that you? I was like, that sounds really good.
I thought it was the best impression I've ever heard in my life.
is legit 3 minutes and 50 seconds of every single Michael Jackson song.
I sent
put
Drew
together.
different hee-hees. Happy hee-hees where you go hee-hee. And like sad hee-hees were like hee-hee.
I'm sorry. I told you I was gonna do it. I told you I was gonna bring it up.
But anyways, so that movie, I think that it opened up how much I really cared about that art. Like what he did, he was like a trailblazer. He did so many the Jackson 5 alone. And then up to a solo career. I don't know. He made a lot of the record labels. He was with Motown and CBS and all the things that he did. Like it started a lot of stuff. I will say that as I've watched this movie a couple times and I've talked to this about I've talked about this with my friends. Like I talked to Blue about it. I talked to my friend Tube about it. Tube gave me a crazy take that he's not here to say, so I will say. He claims Michael Jackson only has 4 dance moves. And he just does different versions of it.
I believe it.
And I was like,
He's got the moonwalk.
I kind of noticed
He's
that in
got
the
the
movie.
spin and crotch grab.
I noticed that in the movie. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's got the spinning crotch grab. He's got the moonwalk.
he's got like the shoulder thing.
The shoulder thing.
Oh no, the sideway moonwalk too. You got to
But that's
remember
still
that.
just a movie.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's
It's a
what-
different
yeah.
variation. It's a
That's what
different
he said. He said he has
Oh.
4 moves. It's just different variations of them. And I was like, dang. But Blue's take, Blue, I'm going to just give you the hot mic. What is your take on this? And he's going to piss a lot of people off.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, this is going to definitely piss a lot of people off. So I have to say this first and foremost. I loved the movie. 110%, 10 out of 10.
Cool. Yeah.
Go see the movie. But in my personal own opinion, and y'all can come at me, bro. I want y'all to come at me. I think Michael Jackson and the whole Jackson 5, they all bitches. They were all bitches concern to me because of how they were like, oh, my daddy this, my daddy that, my daddy that. Get the fuck on somewhere. Y'all some bitches. Come on, y'all some grown ass men still staying in the house, bro. Come on. Grown ass, and y'all got money. Y'all got no fucking excuse. I don't give a fuck. Y'all bitches in my book.
Can you explain what you mean by staying in the house? What do you mean by that?
I don't want to spoil the movie, so I'm gonna just.
No, historically people know.
Okay, cool.
They all lived with their parents. For
for a fat
until
ass
their
minute.
older years.
A fat ass man, like
Except for
adult
Michael,
years,
though, right?
Like,
Because I want to say even they
no,
had
Michael
kids.
lived there for a long. He was the last one to move out.
Yes.
Michael, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I guess because he's
They
the
all
youngest,
lived
right?
in Encino for a very
He
they
was
all
the
lived,
youngest,
and then the brothers slowly. I think Jermaine was the first one, but he like stayed with a different label and he stopped. You know,
He was at
but
Motown.
Tito and all them like they stayed there for a while. But this is the thing. I think depending on the parent you're raised by, really affects your ability to detach or stand up, right?
Yes.
Like my son, he is very comfortable with saying, I don't know, this makes me feel, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I remember producer Lisa asked me to get a towel. And I was like, Lige, go get a towel. He's like, Mom just asked you to get one. Why are you asking me to do it? And I was like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. And I got it, right? Because he was right. You know what I mean? Like, I could have never done that. But
No.
But so, like, I think that it depends on how you're raised. So, like, I think those boys were raised under such pressure and scrutiny that the thought in their mind to stand up and disregard their father's word, it didn't exist.
But okay, so would you still consider the same thing as like standing up and disregarding his word as just leaving? Period. You like
Yeah.
you don't gotta like have a whole confrontation and all that other stuff. Like just leave
The way
out
they
of
were
it.
set up, yeah. That he like they had like a compound. Think about how they lived.
Yeah,
Another
That
thing, too,
house was
because that man did
huge.
have the whole giraffes
Yeah,
and all his little stuff
Another
roaming
thing
around.
too
and
is
shit.
that like often when you have those type of like abusive familial situations, is that they'll convince you their whole life, your whole life, you don't got nobody but me.
Yep.
Right.
See,
You
but
don't
that was the
have-
thing with Michael though, because I felt like because he had Bill and Quincy and like a couple of people who were
Strong
like
male figures.
yeah, strong male
Mm-hmm.
figures in his life. Where I'm like, you had people who were
I know,
willing
but
to bat for you. You
things
know what I
stick.
mean?
Yeah, but you
and,
Things stick.
and
Yeah.
well, my bad.
When was Michael Jackson born? Help me with that. And because I want to make a point here.
66 or something. I forget.
Is it 67?
58. Oh, yeah, 58.
Oh, 58.
58. So 68,
Wow.
78. So he was 30 when he stopped touring and decided to fire his dad and all that stuff. That's a little late in life.
A bitch.
But
My boy.
but I will say this. I will say, and me and you had this argument.
Absolutely.
His mind, I feel like, stopped maturing
And I agree with you.
at childhood.
By design.
Yeah, like he was kept there.
Yeah.
That's why he was the way he was the rest of his life. His dad said something though, and obviously I don't know if this actually was his dad said. No one knows what Joe Jackson actually said in that house except them. He said something in the movie. It was a very intense, but just them two. And he said to Michael, he said, you're going to move out of this place and you're going to be around people who tell you yes. And you're going to have all the money in the world and no one's going to understand you. They're still not going to understand you. That's what happened.
I agree with
That's
that.
literally what happened.
But you gotta remember Bill, because Bill also was the same thing, same movie.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, he literally talked to Michael beforehand. Even I want to say before that conversation, I might
Yeah,
be
he did.
wrong.
He did.
But and he was like, "Yo, I think it's time to leave, Michael,
Yeah.
because you trying to get on your own way, and you can't do that in this house."
He had a guy who he had recently met, Bill, because recent was recent.
Exactly.
And then he had his dad who was telling him the opposite. And so they were like counteracting each other. I think personally, his brain stopped developing when it came to like social cues and stuff like that. That's what I think. I'm not a brain doctor. I'm not
I mean,
a doctor of
the
brains.
man had a whole snake for a pet, so I would say so.
Yeah, guess what it was? It was a
Python.
Burmese python.
I knew it.
Burmese python?
Yeah.
I knew it.
He had
I-
several exotic animals like giraffes and
Chimp,
Chimpanzee.
it gets
yeah,
to a
Bubbles.
point when you have so much money where nothing fills that void.
But it wasn't like that for him. He actually felt like animals were his friends.
Yeah.
Like he felt like what was that Disney princess that was singing with all the animals and stuff? What Snow White? Yeah. He was basically like Snow White with
And
the
there's,
baby.
there's,
real
a
life.
quote, there's a quote though. It's like some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Ugh.
That's a hard quote. I ain't gonna lie to
That's
you.
good.
That's a
You
hard
know what I
quote.
mean?
That's cold.
At the end of the day, he came home
To animals.
to animals.
You know what's crazy is they did interviews with his
That
kids.
was crazy.
Because I dug into this. They did interviews with his kids. His kids said that he was the best father.
Yep. Yeah, I
Period.
saw the same thing.
He was the best dad. But all his kids. And I was sitting there like, how? He must have parented in a way that did not put off any type of pressure. Because, like, think about it. Like, what's your daughter's name?
Roberta.
Roberta. Okay. Think about, like, when Roberta recently, there was, like, a thing, right? Can we talk about this?
I just had to ground her, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
When you grounded her, did you do it in a way that was like,
No.
or did you exactly?
No.
But when you were grounded as a kid, how were you grounded? Get in your fucking room,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of the times it came with an ass kicking right before or right after, right? At least for me. I don't know about y'all.
about to
Probably
say for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, but the way I feel like the way, especially myself and Zach and probably you and eventually you one day, you break that by like not applying as much pressure. You still have to pressure. You still have to put something on them, right? But if you remove that hostility and that anger that our parents put on us, I feel like that's probably what Michael did with his kids.
Yeah.
You think about it. Like he broke, because I was raised by an extremely abusive woman. And it wasn't as bad as like probably the shit Joe did, but like there was weird stuff that my mom had me do. And I think about that as an adult now. And so, but that also makes me on the other side of the spectrum, the opposite. Like I'm like so careful with my kids.
Yeah.
Like when I raise my voice, I feel terrible after. Like, so I don't know. It seems like he broke his cycle. It seems like you're breaking cycles. All of us are breaking cycles. That's good.
Y'all are good dads. I appreciate
We're
that.
trying to be, and you're a really good single guy, dude.
You are.
And that's what makes up the freaking podcast right now.
Let's go, baby.
Blue, do you
Hell
have
yeah.
anything to say to the people?
I love y'all. You know, I really do love y'all. The people and you guys. You know,
Yeah, we
For
love
sure,
you
for
too.
sure.
What
of
about
love
you
this
guys? You guys got
Showing
anything?
awesome love.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Richie?
Nope. Just love the people. Hey, if you see a running a zebra, check it. Making sure it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a donkey.
It's not a
those
donkey,
Dead
dude.
ass, dog.
And look, follow us on the socials. Instagram, my bad, Richie. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Click the bell, ring that, subscribe, interact, comment, hate on us. Do whatever
say
you want.
something.
Come at me for calling Michael Jackson a bitch.
Yeah,
I wish you
bro.
would.
Do what you got to.
Light him up. Light him up.
And like I say at the end of every episode, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Fully lacking, baby. Peace.